Hey friends, welcome back to This Homeschooling Naturopath. If you're new here, my name's Hannah and I'm a homeschool mom of 3 girls who are 11, 9, and 7, and I'm also a fully qualified naturopath living in New Zealand. On this channel, I like to share content related to homeschooling, homemaking, motherhood, as well as some naturopathic info throughout some of my content here. Today's video, I've got another grocery haul for you guys, so I'm just going to flip the camera around and share with you what I got my family of 5 for groceries for this week. Let's go. Alright, here it is, another grocery haul yet again, back for more. I do this every week, so you know, happy to share one with you once in a while here. This week's total came to a little bit more than my usual, but I feel like I have a good explanation as to why. So my total for this week came out to $4.96 New Zealand, which again, Google tells me is about $2.80 USD if you're watching this from the United States. If you are watching from New Zealand, my total was $4.96. I know, the worst. But the reason it was so much more expensive than usual this week is because I yesterday went to the Mad Butcher, again, if you're in New Zealand, went to the Mad Butcher and stocked up on a lot of meat. If you've been following over here at all, you'll know that we are expecting a baby in May, and so I've been working for the past couple of months to clear out our freezer, specifically for the purpose of refilling it with freezer meals. So I don't know. That's my logic. I've been clearing it out and I've finally managed to clear out the vast majority of it, so I actually have space now to put freezer meals. And so this week, well this month actually, the whole month of April, I'm working on making freezer meals. Oh my gosh, I'm so losing my train of thought right now. I'm working on making double batches of meals that I'm already cooking and getting them into the freezer. So for that reason, I have a whole lot of meat this week. Okay, first off, I've got this beef rump roast, and I actually bought 2 of these. The other one is already in my slow cooker. It was slightly bigger than this. It was like a 1.7 kg. It was, I want to say about $40, but that will be enough for 3 meals. So I was happy with that. This one will be enough for 2 meals. So I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I feel like I got my bang for my buck at Mad Butcher, but I don't know, maybe not. Anyways, I got that. This mince here is like a beef and pork mix. So it says choice mince, and it was only $10 a kilo. But actually it's because it's like a beef and pork mix. I was gonna get all my mince with this, but I'm making tacos and stuff, and I don't know how it's gonna taste. This specifically, these 2 are gonna be for cottage pie, which I will make 1 for this week and then 1 to put in the freezer. And then I grabbed 4 of these smaller packs of mince, which actually I was kind of kicking myself after I left the store because the price per kilo on this, let me tell you guys, right? This was $21.99 per kilo, and it was actually a few dollars cheaper at the supermarket. So I was sort of kicking myself after, but anyways, this is what it is. This is what I ended up with. The 4 packs of mince, which this will be for enchiladas. So again, 2 for this week and then 2 to make enchiladas for the freezer. Chicken breast I needed for, I don't know, I can't remember, you guys, but I needed a lot of chicken breast. Again, doubling recipes to put into the freezer for this week. That is my focus over the next couple weeks. I'm going to be buying a lot more meat than usual, so that I feel well prepared when this baby comes and the freezer is well stocked. Right, I also got a thing of bacon. This is from the supermarket. So all the meat is from the Mad Butcher. Everything else that I have today is from Woolworths. Well, I still like to call it Countdown. I'm gonna move on now to everything else that's on the table here. I guess I'll just start on this side and then work my way that direction, which feels wrong because I usually start from the other side. But anyway, I'm here, so we're doing it. So first off, I've got another Odd Bunch bag of courgettes. Again, we call these courgettes here. You might call these zucchini if you're watching this from the United States. Ginger, this is a lot of ginger. I'm pretty sure this was only either 200 or 300 grams of ginger, and it's like a lot. What I like to do with fresh ginger is keep it in my freezer, and so whenever I need fresh ginger for a recipe, it's in there in the freezer, and then I just grate it straight into whatever I'm making. I use ginger for a lot of different things, especially over winter time when I'm making homemade herbal medicine and teas and all of that. I really like to have a whole lot of fresh ginger in the freezer. Garlic, I finally have run out. I bought a huge thing of garlic from one of my friends who lives on a homestead last year, probably in like June of last year. I bought a huge, what is it even called? Like a rope? I don't know. It had like 50 garlics on the thing, and it just hung in my kitchen, honestly, for almost a full year. And I've just recently run out of it, which is just crazy. Anyways, so that meant I had to buy my garlic from the supermarket. So I don't know, I just picked up this one this week. Capsicums, again, this is the Odd Bunch bag of capsicums. You might call these red peppers where you're from. These are capsicums here. 2 cucumbers. The Odd Bunch green beans. I've got 2 heads of broccoli, a kilo of pears. Pears are in season now, so those are coming down in price, which is nice. At the back here, an enormous bag of potatoes. This is a 10 kg bag of potatoes. We really don't eat potatoes all that often. I usually get like a 3 kg, like 2 or 3 is what we would eat in a week. But like I said, I'm doing a lot of meal prep. And I knew I had quite a few things that needed potatoes over this week and next week, and so it was actually cheaper to get the 10 kg bag. And plus, on top of that, I don't know, I was having like a bit of potato insecurity. I didn't want to run out of potatoes, so I've got plenty now, which is good. A head of lettuce. These delicious kiwi fruit, the ruby red kiwi fruit, they're like strawberry red on the inside. These are so good. I'm so excited. They're back in season, and they really don't last long. Like, these come and go within a few weeks, so I'm really excited to see those again. All right, I've got a huge bag of mushrooms. This is a whole kg. It's kind of hard to tell on the camera, but this is a whole kilo of mushrooms because today I am prepping a beef stroganoff. Again, this is actually going to be a tripled meal at this point, so I needed a lot of mushrooms, so I'm happy with that. A little butternut pumpkin there. 2 punnets of strawberry tomatoes. These are just like for snacking for the week. Another kg of plums. Plums are just about going out of season. These were already $1 more expensive per kilo than they were last week, so we're going to be phasing out all this yummy summer fruit here soon. I got a kg of big tomatoes back here. Some Braeburn apples. I think this was like maybe 1.5 kilos of Braeburn apples that I got this week. I've been working through a huge bag of organic apples from one of my friend's homesteads, and they're finally gone, so I can finally buy some other apples here. 2 big bunches of bananas, and then I think that's it for the fruit and veg. I've already got quite a few things in my fridge from last week. My husband was away in Australia last week, and we just tend not to eat as much food when he's not here. So I still have like corn on the cob and a huge bag of carrots and like a whole lot of other vegetables specifically that are still in the fridge. All the fruit gets eaten, as you can imagine, but for some reason the veggies don't when he's not here. Weird. All right, coming over here to this section. Okay, randomly one of my daughters hurt her toe pretty badly this morning, and then I went to get the stuff out of my hallway cupboard to do a dressing on her toe, and somebody had played with the stuff, and so yeah, I needed some more of these, so I got that, and then just a pack of Band-Aids, and then we call these cotton buds here. Comment down below, what do you call these where you live? I grew up calling them, what are these called in the United States? Oh my gosh, oh, Q-tips. Q-tips, yeah, that's the brand name. Q-tips. But these are cotton buds. Look, I couldn't even remember what they were called in American language. Yeah, cotton buds to me now, apparently. Right, another block of cheese. We go through a lot of cheese in our house. This is just the cheapest one that they have at Woolworths, so that's the one I always go with. A bag of mixed veggies, frozen mixed veggies. This will be for cottage pie. Again, cottage pie is something I'm going to be making for this week and doubling for the freezer, so I got that for that. All right, I got how many grams? About 200 grams of champagne ham and 200 grams of roast beef. On my meal plan for this month, every Wednesday we're having like pinwheels, and I don't really want to have ham every single week, so I'm trying to mix it up. We don't have like sliced turkey here, so really the meats that I'm going to be rotating through are ham, roast beef, and like probably salami. Yeah, anyway, that's what that's for, is for lunch. 2 things of creamy camembert. We all love a good cheese and crackers situation. We've been making our own sourdough discard crackers lately, and oh, it's like delicious with this camembert. All right, the double pack of cream cheese. This is for my beef stroganoff, as well as a pumpkin cheesecake that I'm making later in the week. 2 things of our Protein Plus vanilla yogurt. Yeah, you guys know, apparently this is the only yogurt that tastes good to anyone in our family, so that's the yogurt we've been getting a lot of lately. I got a big thing of cream back here, and this is for a few recipes this week. I can't think what, but yeah, that's for a few things. That's why I got the big one. 2 things of milk this week. I already have 1.5 left in the fridge. Again, like I said, my husband has been away, so we also don't drink as much milk when he's not here. All right, and we were just about out of peanut butter. We really like the Pix peanut butter, and I haven't actually seen this one before. Oh, that was a weird noise. I haven't actually seen this one. It's like a mixture of smooth and crunchy, so that sounds really good. I'm excited to see what that is like. All right, and then coming back here, what have we got? I needed some more thyme and some more cumin. I also got some garlic powder and onion powder. Walnuts, my walnuts were all gone, so I needed some more. I really enjoy walnuts as a snack, as well as like in my porridge and stuff like that. Speaking of porridge, these are the rolled oats that I usually go for, so we needed some more of those. My breakfast menu at the moment incorporates a lot of oats. I think we're actually having oats 3 times a week for breakfast at the moment, so I'll probably be buying one of these a week for the next month here. All right, I got some organic spirals. This is for a lunch for this week. Corn chips. We get corn chips every week. We love some good corn chips around here. Maple flavored syrup. I get the cheap one. This is $3. It's literally like glucose syrup with maple flavoring, but that is the one I get for the kids to put on their pancakes and stuff like that. I can't bring myself to buy actual maple syrup if it's just going to waste on people's plates. So yes, that is the one I go with. And then I also got some organic almond milk, and again, this is for oats. For our overnight oats on a Friday. That is what our almond milk is for. And back here, I've got another jar, this isn't a can, another jar of tomato paste. I use this for a lot of different things. Pizza night, any type of red sauce I'm making, Mexican food, I don't know. I go through a lot of tomato paste. 4 cans of black beans there. And then I got 6 cans of diced tomatoes. Again, for the freezer meal prep and all of that. So that is everything this week, my friends. $496. Doesn't seem like it should cost that much, but I know I say that every time I share with you guys what we've bought. Yeah. So this is us. Anyways, there you have it, my friends. Another grocery haul, another week of what we are eating in our home. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you and I appreciate your view, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.